All right, welcome. So today's topic is going to be on like why you might feel immense pressure. And I feel like that's a common feeling. I think everybody feels this way. And um it's not necessarily a bad feeling to have, but I think it'd be good to kind of see where it's coming from and basically, I don't know, something that might be able to help it. So where I see it coming from is, basically our like society and what's normal. So like in the United States, right? We have this pressure to, get good grades, and then once you finish school, right, you have to get a job or, go to like university or something like that. And I feel like this pressure can be a lot for, young people, especially today, because we watch all these videos and we see all these posts and people are basically perfect, and it makes us think that we aren't doing the most that we could do, or that we are underperforming. And I think that's bad for us, is that we go online and we see these YouTubers or influencers, and they have everything. They've got money, they have for like tons of friends and all this stuff. And I think it makes us feel that we are lesser. And I think this happened mainly because we've been all watching YouTube since we were young, right? We've been watching it since we were like 8 years old. And sure, most of us were watching gaming channels and stuff like that, but it still had a similar effect. We saw all this popularity since we were little, and then that's affected us when we're growing up, right? So like now that we've seen people that are doing it in a correct way, I guess, not a correct way, but how we see it to be correct. Now, whenever we're in school and we see somebody do it a different way, now we're going to just assume that the way that they do it is wrong. So what we're going to end up doing is basically not treating them less, but we're basically going to just think they're wrong, right? Have like less respect for them. And that's kind of what I think has created this culture of perfection, is that, you must be right or else like it's game over, but it's not that way. I think that, there's a lot of good that can come from imperfection, like this channel, right? There's almost nothing perfect about it, but I'm using what I know to try and create content that I enjoy creating. And, and eventually I'll get better at it, but it's just a thing where, I'm not perfect now, but I know I can be not perfect, but I know I can be better in the future. So why not work on it now, And I think that's what everybody needs to do. I think everybody needs to just recognize that, being perfect isn't something that you get automatically. It's not something that, you just wake up with or are born with. You have to work for it. It's pretty hard, but, and you don't even have to work for it if you don't want to. It's not this, switch where it's like, if you don't do it right, it's game over. It's not that way. Like, everybody that's listening to this video, you should just find what you're passionate about and do that. Like, don't let anybody stop you, and don't let this culture of perfection stop you because you're not necessarily perfect at that skill yet, because you're not going to be perfect at it. You're gonna be bad, you're gonna mess up, right? And you're gonna have people criticize you, and you should use that to improve yourself, improve your skill. And I know, like, in my life experience, I guess, which isn't very much, but I enjoy sharing it with you guys, so I will. It mainly comes from friends, like my friend group, right? They put a lot of judgment out for things that any of me and my friends do, right? So we'll judge each other, and it's harmful, because we're basically creating a perfection culture, or a culture of perfection inside of our friend group. And, it sucks. It's not fun. You can't really be yourself. And whenever you try to share something that you're passionate about, like, either they'll poke fun at it, right, in a joking way, but still, it hurts, or they will just think it's like cringe, and that is really bad. It's not something that should happen. I think the whole idea of something being cringe is kind of absurd, because like, you know, you're basically just making fun of it to be more popular, you know, and that's what makes perfection culture, is that idea that if you make fun of something, you'll be more popular for it because it's popular to make fun of it. And that is probably the thing I hate the most, you know, is that people will judge you for doing something so that they can get a laugh out of people, or basically boost their ego. And, you know, I think everybody has done that, you know, at some point, either by accident or on purpose, and they've changed now, or even if you're still doing it. But I think it's good to, instead of make fun of people for it, just like kind of stay in your own lane. So either just be okay with it, or, you know, act like you have some interest in it, you know, and like ask them about it, get them a little bit excited about it. Because if you match their energy level, right, like energy level in the sense of how excited they are about something, then they're going to be more excited about it, and they're going to like enjoy talking about it and doing it. So you're basically helping somebody with their passion, which is awesome. So I think that is something that is important, is, you know, supporting people's dreams and what they like to do, not basically shitting on it. I think that's bad. Okay, so I think that's pretty much all I had to say about it. So if you liked it, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.